Welcome to UMass Meditates. My name is Raeann, and I'm a professor here at UMass in the College of Nursing. I began my practice of mindfulness meditation when I started college, now decades ago, but deeply aware of living in a stressful time with multiple demands and a fast-paced culture amidst uncertainty, where this connection to ourselves and what matters can easily be missed. Pausing in this way helps us care for ourselves, and that matters deeply. I welcome you to this time in making space for yourself. So we'll begin by arriving in this present moment with awareness, gently aware. Connect with yourself in this moment, however you are, just be you, pausing to take care in this mindfulness practice. I invite you to settle into your space. Find a place where you can be quiet. Next, be aware of your body. Sense if you are in a comfortable position, perhaps, and if you need anything to be more comfortable, please allow that for yourself. You may choose sitting in a chair, lying down, standing still, or even walking for this mindful meditation practice. Next, consider your body and your posture, a posture that is both comfortable and allows you to be alert, to foster this awareness of the meditation in this moment. Take time to find this comfortable position, a position that is right for you, and where your posture itself is supportive. For me, this is sitting in a chair, sensing my feet on the floor, being supported by the floor and the chair, extending my spine upward, so my belly is soft, but my back is strong. This posture itself can invite us to have compassion for ourselves. Meditation teacher Roshi Joan Halifax of Upaya in New Mexico describes compassion as being a soft belly and a strong back, both receptive to suffering, yet strong and resilient. Here we begin to support the breath and the practice of attending to ourselves and balancing. As we are comfortable and relaxed, we can open to the experience. Softness, yes, but also strength. So allow your hands to rest comfortably at your sides or in your lap. You may wish to close your eyes, but not everyone prefers that. You may also want to keep them open with a soft gaze, being receptive if that's more comfortable, and being alert in the mind, aware. Now that you are comfortable, invite yourself to sense your space. Perhaps you notice the sounds in the room or outside, the smells, the breeze or stillness of the air. The awareness of being right here, accepting this offer to settle briefly into this space in the care and compassion of yourself. At any time in this meditation practice, if you are not comfortable, you simply stop. Just stop. In this practice of meditation, we're also compassionate with what arises. As the meditation teacher and Zen cook Edward S. Brown describes in the film How to Cook Your Life, there is a sense of going with the flow. He's describing a time in his life of suffering and uncertainty as a young boy with the death of his mother. This loss carries across his life. In this one scene in the film, the camera pans to the ocean with the waves moving up and down. Sometimes stormy waters, sometimes more waves and wind, and at other times the waters are calmer, but still the waves move up and down. Imagine this image. In the middle of the waves, there are 3 ducks. They're floating together on the waves. They don't know the wave that's next to come or pay attention to the waves that have passed. They're there on the water in the moment. They're able to float over the waves. Despite the changing waters, they are certain in this moment, one wave and then the next. Like the ocean waves, it's common for many thoughts to arise, up and down like these uncertain waves. When we settle down, we become more aware of our thoughts, our concerns, our plans, stressors perhaps, what we need to do. Because the mind is very active, and in being mindful in this moment, we're aware of that. And we slow down As we do in meditation practice, these thoughts will arise. So that's natural. Just notice them and let them go. One wave and then the next. As the meditation teacher Jack Kornfield would say, we can even kindly acknowledge these thoughts, like the waves that pass, not push them away, no judgment, just ease with them, a gentleness in this moment, perhaps naming them, planning mind, distracted mind, thoughtful mind, and simply let the concerned mind know you're okay right now, right where you are, like the image of the ducks on the changing ocean waters. We are able to be with what arises and support self-compassion. As we sit, we can apply breathing techniques to support our practice, as the other mindfulness teachers have shared. We can simply follow our breath, our deep breath into our tummy, and count 1 through 10, then return to 1 through 10 in the counting of the breaths. Or we can start by using a specific breathing counting technique to center ourselves, to balance in this moment. And there are many breathing techniques, but a breathing technique called the 8-1-8 breathing technique can be helpful. This breathing practice can clear the mind of distractions and reduce stress, and is specifically used for balancing. So it can also be helpful to use in moments of stress that you encounter. It can be done just briefly, a few repetitions of this 8-1-8 breathing techniques. So while in your comfortable position, what you do is you breathe in through your nose for a count of 8. This is taking a breath deep into your stomach, holding it for the count of 1. Release your breath through your mouth with a whooshing sound for a count of 8. Then breathe in again for a count of 1. So we repeat this a few times, and you can pause in between. I'll offer guidance, but also go at your own pace. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 8. Then breathe and hold your breath for a count of 1. And then release through your mouth with a whooshing sound for a count of 8. And breathe in again for a count of 1. Now breathe in through your nose for a count of 8, taking the breath deep into your stomach. Hold for a count of 1. Release your breath through your mouth with a swishing sound for the count of 8. And then breathe in again for the count of 1. And one last session here. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 8. Taking the breath deep into your stomach, hold their breath for a count of 1. Release your breath through your mouth with a swooshing sound for a count of 8. Then breathe in again for a count of 1, and then rest, resuming your natural breathing pattern. Now let us just sit quietly, resuming your usual breathing pattern. We're going to follow our breath now as you rest in your comfortable position, perhaps keeping your eyes closed or opening them with a distant gaze. And I'm just going to ask that you follow your breath, counting 1 through 10, just sitting in a silent mindfulness meditation practice. And we'll do this for 5 minutes until the bell rings. Now, just a few words. This is a silent meditation practice. Remember, it's natural for those thoughts to arise. It may also be natural for you to want to move your body. You may be a little uncomfortable just sitting this still. Or perhaps you have not yet found the secret comfort to your sitting posture. That is all okay. Simply be who you are in this moment, acknowledging that you are in a silent meditation, and simply return to the breath, following it over and over. We'll do this for a count of 5 minutes, and then we will return. You may choose at this time to turn off your video if you'd like, or just share it with me in this space as we meditate for 5 minutes in silence. Now I invite you to slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Mine kind of opened rather quickly, and return to the room. Look around, look up and down. Notice how you feel. Sense your body. Research has shown dose of meditation, mindfulness practice does matter, and certainly as little as 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes 3 times a week can be really helpful for our relaxation response and our health and coping. In ending this session, I'll close with a gift and sharing a poem with you by Daniel F. Mead. It is called, "If You Would Grow, Shine the Light of Loving Self-Care on Yourself." If you would grow to your best self, be patient, not demanding, accepting, not condemning, nurturing, not withholding, self-marveling, not belittling, gently guiding, not pushing and punishing, for you are more sensitive than you know. Humankind is as tough as war, yet delicate as flowers. We can endure agonies, but we open fully only to warmth and light. And our need to grow is as fragile as a fragrance dispersed by storms of will. To return only when those storms are still. So accept, respect, and attend your sensitivity. A flower cannot be opened with a hammer. By Daniel F. Mead. If you would grow, shine the light of loving self-care on yourself. And with that, I thank you. I wish you gentleness with yourself and with others.